Awesome. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Milestone Circles and Mentor Makers Open House. My name is Isis Torres, and I'm the event production manager at the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center, which is why I'm not usually doing the opening remarks. You usually see me on the logistics end there. So for those of you who may not know, the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center is a nonprofit building a better path for entrepreneurs worldwide. We opened up our doors in 2014 with the support of the Nasdaq Foundation with a mission to improve inclusion, access, and knowledge in entrepreneurship. We deliver free education to meet the real-time needs of entrepreneurs and then translate those needs to actionable data that is shared with policymakers and academic institutions around the world to build more opportunities for all entrepreneurs. So, what exactly does the center do? The short answer is a lot to support entrepreneurs' growth. The long answer, we provide responsive programming around a wide array of topics based on our challenges that our communities face. These free courses are offered online and cover a wide array of topics, everything from meditation for entrepreneurs all the way to the art of the exit and everything in between. Over the course of the past 7 years, we have seen over 50,000 entrepreneurs access this education, 49% of which are female and 62 are from underrepresented backgrounds. This education not only focuses on the growth of the company, but also the growth of the founders themselves. If you haven't already, sign up for a newsletter by using the link in the chat and learn more about what we have upcoming on the horizon. Our courses are all available online for on-demand viewing on our YouTube page. And in case you can't make the time of the live event, you can also view those videos by subscribing today by using the link in the chat. There are hundreds of hours of expert trainings and workshops all available at your fingertips. Of course, none of what we do is possible without the support of our amazing sponsors, including Nasdaq, Lehigh University, Bank of the West, Airbnb, KPMG, Wilson Sonsini, Woodruff Sawyer, BPM, and HubSpot. We are humbled by their contributions. During this session, we're going to take a deep dive into Milestone Circles and Mentor Makers. Both programs provide expert and peer support to help the founders journey to their goals. Before we get started, we are curious how sentiment is among the entrepreneurs we work with. So we would like to start by taking a quick poll to let us know how you're feeling about your business right now. So I'm going to go ahead and launch that up on your screen right now. So the question that you're seeing there is, how are you feeling? Some of the options are fearful, anxious, surviving, and optimistic. I'll give it another couple seconds there. All right, and then I'm going to end that poll, share those results, and it looks like optimistic is at the top of that key there. So thrilled to see that so many of you are feeling optimistic today, and also hear that some of you are feeling fearful and anxious, and some of you in even survival mode. Again, please don't hesitate to reach out to us for support. We are here for you. The next poll that I'm going to launch is the question about what's keeping you up at night. So let's get that up on your screen here. Some of those options that you're seeing up on your screen is finance, sales, marketing, scale, pivot, team, or surviving. This question really helps us better understand what types of events and programs we should be designing for you in the upcoming months. So we're thankful for your participation in this one. Give it another second or two. Appreciate all of you participating. I'm going to end that poll, share those results, and then exit those off the screen here. Awesome. Thank you again so much for your participation in those polls. Now, without any further delay, I'm thrilled to pass things over to Brooke Polizzi, the Center's Director of Marketing and Communication, who has experienced the value of mentorship firsthand as a part of the Mentor Makers movement. She's going to share her personal experience with you, as well as some of the benefits of enrolling in Mentor Makers as a mentor and a mentee. She'll also provide an overview of the Mentor Makers platform, along with a brief tutorial on how to enroll and utilize the platform. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Brooke Polizzi. Brooke, over to you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brooke Polizzi. I'm the Director of Marketing, as you just said, at the center. But more importantly, the best thing I do is I'm a mentor on the Mentor Makers platform. I helped launch it probably almost a year and a half ago now. And it's been probably one of the best experiences of my life. Twice a week, I log on and I provide 30 minutes, give or take, to entrepreneurs from around the world with a really wide variety of backgrounds, and talk about their goals, whether it's marketing goals, let's say they're pitching, talking about their decks. I obviously have experience specifically on marketing, but there's a really wide range of entrepreneurs and mentors on the platform, and you're going to be able to get that quick 30 minutes of expertise that are going to change your life. And I say that not with hyperbole, I actually mean it, because you can really change your direction when it comes to the work you're doing. I'm going to share a quick video with you guys that is from our sort of describing what we do in a little bit more eloquently than I do. But I will share it right now. Just a second. There we go. And hold on, I don't know why it's not showing me this play button. There we go. All right. There we go. And there you go. You have me again. So one of the things I didn't mention before is that this platform was started with Mentor Cloud, who's our technology partner. They truly believe in the power of mentorship. And we've been working with them to refine and improve the mentorship experience over the years. I'm going to share a brief introduction on the products and a demo, really talking about how and why. But one of the things I want to emphasize is that this is really important for entrepreneurs, of course, but it's also important as on the mentoring side. We encourage our entrepreneurs to come on both as mentees and mentors, because even if you don't feel like you're very long in the process, there are other entrepreneurs who are probably in a similar place than you, but maybe 3 months behind, that could really benefit from the work you're doing and the knowledge you have and the experience that you've gathered over the years. So let me do this. Let me do this quick demo. I think you guys are going to have questions about it. I'm sure you will. Please do not hesitate to ask, but I really want to walk through the product so you realize how easy it is to get on and see and come and join us and gather the knowledge of the thousands of mentors and entrepreneurs that are on the platform. All right, so here we go. Let's share this screen. There we go. All right. So obviously, introduction to Mentor Makers. Why mentorship? We have spent a lot of time trying to take away the norms of what mentorship is expected to be. A lot of times people think of mentorship as a really long-term relationship with someone who is in the same industry, further along, someone who has similar experiences than you. And that's because mentorship is meant to fill in where the knowledge is that we don't currently have. And we want to change that, not because those long-term relationships aren't important, but because there are questions that you have that are immediately solvable with the help of someone who has industry knowledge. One of the biggest and most important benefits of the Mentor Makers platform, one, obviously it's free, but the other part of it is that you are able to log on and ask a question that is top of mind for you. You know, earlier on in this session, Isis asked you guys what kept you up at night, and one of the things that I saw was finance. That can mean a lot of things to a lot of people, but let's say, you know, you're interested, you have a question about accounting. Well, you know what? We have accountants on the platform who can answer that quick question, help you figure out what's wrong with your P&L if something's not working. You don't need your long-term mentor, the person who's going to be in your wedding, to be able to answer that question, but you need someone, because you are a solo, in many cases, many people here are solo founders, solo entrepreneurs, and it's a lonely business and it's a lonely place to be. And you can feel like there are obstacles after obstacles put in front of you that you don't necessarily have the knowledge to answer right away, to fix, to overcome. And Mentor Makers is here to do that. It's that quick, impactful connection that's going to help you get beyond that moment and on to actually doing what your business is supposed to be doing. That's where we come in. The other part of Mentor Makers that's really interesting is that many people on a lot of these mentoring platforms see the mentoring relationship have the power in the hands of the mentor. The mentor gets to choose who they mentor and how long they're going to spend. And really it's focused on, you know, this isn't the case in all times, but in many cases, they are looking to have future investments in companies, and they are trying to find the unicorns in the room. Not every company is going to be a unicorn, but every single entrepreneur deserves to have the power in who is guiding them along. And in Mentor Makers, the entrepreneur has the power. We specifically set it up so that mentors come on and without choosing who they are providing that to, they set up blocks of time, what their expertise is, what their wisdom is, and entrepreneurs can come on and search for that type of information and just block time. And they are there to have that. We have the ability to have more long-term relationships, but this is really what we're set up to do. So really getting on the platform is super easy. You apply. There's a link that's going to be in the chat that is where it takes you to our website and allows you to click become a mentor or find a mentor. And just to be clear, you can choose find a mentor and click off that you'd like to also become a mentor, and it will allow you to have that ability to knock both of those things off at once. But really, it's a simple form that I'll go into in a little bit. But for right now, all you have to know is go to this link, find a mentor, become a mentor, fill out the quick form, and it will come to us, and we will follow up in a week to 10 business days with your credentials. So once you receive your credentials, they'll come by email. All you have to do is fill in that information. You'll see later on why this sort of activation period is important, but really you're talking about your business, you're talking about you're talking about the things you need. And this helps inform all of your relationships with your mentors. Because we do this in short blips of time, that background information is really important so that you don't have a lot of catch-up time when you're logging on. You're able to really dive deeply into the problems pretty quickly once you get to know them. So for mentors, you would add your availability. I'm not going to spend too much time on what it's like to add your availability in this call, because I think a lot of the people here are coming on to talk about finding a mentor. I'll do another session on being a mentor and how you go through that process. But right now, this is mostly about, you just go in and you say, I want to do, in my case, I say every Wednesday and Friday from 9 a.m. to 9:30. I block it on my calendar and it's available for entrepreneurs to sign up for. But you could really do it however you see fit. There's also the ability to connect your calendar and allow people to connect with you that way. And then for mentees, once you've activated your profile, you come on and you can match right away. There is a really wonderful filtering system that allows you to find the entrepreneur, the mentors that are going to best suit your needs. Obviously, this is when you go to the website, you see those buttons, it's going to tell you to either find a mentor or become a mentor. And I want you also know to notice that you can log on from this page as well. It will take you to the platform. Sometimes we found that because Mentor Makers is on the Mentor Cloud platform, Mentor Cloud is the technology partner because it's there. They sometimes don't find it as easily. So please log on here to take you to that page as well. This will always exist on our website. The application has, I think, something like 5 or 6 questions, but really the first question they ask is, have you incorporated your business? This can be a complicated question for a lot of entrepreneurs, but really what we're trying to, not screen for, but really the Mentor Makers platform is for businesses that are already in existence. There's a wide variety of resources available for those that currently don't have a business but have an idea, both with the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center, but also with other platforms. We can connect you with those as well. But once you have a business in existence, Mentor Makers is for you. That is that's really the only thing that would prevent you from having access to the Mentor Makers platform is this one question. So obviously it's question number 1. And then the others are more along the lines of, tell us about your business, tell us about yourself, what your needs are. I'm not going to go through the form for you, but you can see it once you get there. To activate your platform, here, let me show you obviously my profile. But these are how we come, once you get onto the platform, these are the kind of questions that are on there to activate. Talking about your professional background, but also what your top needs are. You enter your gender, your experience. I'm on here as a working professional. I'm not an entrepreneur. I've been one in the past, but right now I'm not. But you fill out the type of industry. And in this case, because I'm filling it out as a mentor, I would fill in my mentor superpower, marketing. Shocker, I know. But then you also can talk about, in this case, some of these questions are about being a mentor. Obviously, I'm showing you my profile, but the same questions apply from the other direction. How can you best be supported? Why do you want to be here? Things along those lines. It really helps the mentor understand why you're here and how they can help. You'll see here that I'm also interested in being an entrepreneur. You can see that it also goes the other direction where it allows you to choose, I would also like to be a mentor. To find a mentor, it really is pretty simple. When you go onto the platform, there's a thing that says mentors. And then over here on the right-hand side, you'll see filter. You're also able to search by a number of different ways, whether it's by first name or relevance or top rated. I'll get into ratings in a second, but you can search for each of these topic areas, experience, superpowers, industry, to really narrow down who it is. In this case, because I was pretending to search for myself or someone that would be like me, I looked for someone in sales and marketing with a marketing superpower and interest in nonprofits. A long list came up of really incredible entrepreneurs from all over the world. One of the things you'll see is that little purple circle next to the names of the founder. I'm sorry, the mentor. And those are the number of reviews in there. Not everyone gets reviewed, but you'll see that there are, I will admit that this print screen's from a few months ago. So some of these are a little bit out of date, but you'll see, meaning their number of reviews, but you'll see there's a wide variety here. In this case, I picked Barak Kassar, who's a great mentor on the platform to talk about my marketing needs. But one of the things I found when I got there is that there were no sessions available. One of the things you can do if you get to a mentor and you see that they don't have any sessions available, you click that follow button and it will send a message to the mentor saying that they have someone who's interested in booking sessions with them, and please open up a few sessions. That's often works very quickly, and the mentor will open up a session, and then the entrepreneurs, the mentees, will get notified that there are new sessions available by someone they follow. Also, one of the things I mentioned before is you saw that there was that little 3 next to his name, and there was three reviews. After sessions, entrepreneurs and mentees are able to talk about their experience, and this is really helpful for future mentees so they can get a better idea of what this mentorship experience is like, and if this person is the type of person to be the right mentor for them. Book a session. Once you get on there, I highly recommend, see this little bucket right here? It says, show only mentors with available sessions. I like to choose this when I'm looking for a mentor, because it allows me to really narrow down who's available. So when you choose this with the same criteria, you get a long list. You'll see a couple of our super mentors up there. Bob Reed is an #1 mentor, with a number of others up there as well who are great. But in this case, I was really interested in talking to Patricia Diaz, because I have some background in finance and I would love to pick her brain about some questions that I have there. And she's a vice president at Goldman Sachs. She has some sessions available, and I'm going to book one. Here are the next 4 sessions she has. So I'm going to pick Saturday, June 11th. And what I do there is it allows me to then put in my session goals. I really want to be as specific as I can so that she comes into it prepared, and I set those parameters before. One of the things we talk about a lot is that mentees are, they find the most value when they have a really specific goal in mind. And then you can obviously add anything more there. I personally, when I'm as a mentor, I use my personal Zoom room. That's something that I find really useful, but you can use any of the different platforms, and many of the founders have their own platforms that they use, whether it's Google Meet or I'm trying to think of some few others that are there, but there's a wide variety. So you'll see the preferred video meeting link. This gets sent to you. Oh, hold on. I don't know why there we go. When the day before your session, you get reminded 24 hours in advance, and then you get reminded 30 minutes before. It will also have a link in there. Oh, sorry. One of the things you can't see on this graphic is if you were to scroll down in this email, there's also the ability to message the mentor or message with the other person in that meeting. And if, let's say, you're running late, I would refer back to this email and let them know. And also, one of the biggest things I can recommend is, if you need to reschedule, try to reschedule as soon as possible prior to the event. Both people are really putting their time and effort into this, and obviously no one's getting paid. This is all something that we are doing because we love the act of mentorship. So if you do need to reschedule, please do it as soon as possible. You can do that here as well on the platform. But one of the, we do like to say, we do like to give our 5 tips for being the best mentee you can possibly be. Come prepared, ask questions, be really clear about your goals and needs so that you are getting the most benefit out of that time frame. And I want to mention, I said 30 minutes, but it can be 30 minutes to an hour. It really depends on what the mentor has available. And then try to stay on task. It's really, it's super easy to get lost in talking about your professional experiences. Use this session to your advantage. You can have additional sessions with them, but really try to keep it on task. It makes for a much better session overall. And recognize that your mentor may not have the answer for your question. In many cases, they'll guide you to someone else or different resources. But know that sometimes questions can be nuanced, and it's something to just be considerate of. They're there for you, and it's part of well, I guess we all don't have answers to everything, so it's kind of expected, but it's a good part. One of the other benefits of being on the network is we have networking events on occasion. We bring in our mentors and have the mentors meet together. We have mentees come together and have mentees. We also have group sessions where it's more open, sort of imagine it sort of like speed dating, but speed mentorship. We have sessions like that on occasion. And then we have additional resources that are available on the site. When you click on Learn on the Mentor Makers platform, you'll find some guides and opportunities there to learn more. I did want to mention that we are moving to version 3 in a few months, that in addition to all of these incredible resources, has a lot of upgrades that are going to really improve the platform. We're in the process of getting that implemented on our end. So sign up and you'll get notification when we get to version 3. I assume it will be a few months, probably. I'm guessing Q2 to Q3 of 2022. Once you are a mentor or mentee on the session, we have the ability to add it to your LinkedIn profile. You can use a frame. You'll have these links available to you in the email following this event. But on the left-hand side, you can see the Mentor Makers tutorial for adding it to LinkedIn. That's available on our YouTube channel. Highly recommend you subscribe to that, by the way. We have loads of classes there all the time that are going to be really applicable to your business. And then we have frames available where you can add those frames and show and prove that you are a mentor and really shine that, wave that flag. It's an incredible experience, and I hope you get to be a part of it. So obviously you have the link, Mentor Makers, apply, join us, become a part of the platform. As I mentioned, I love mentoring. I have had the incredible experience of becoming a mentor to some really exceptional entrepreneurs. One of those entrepreneurs is Miss Ruby Taylor, also known as Sunshine. She is a light in the room, and no matter what room she's in, and it has been such a pleasure to see her business grow and change and really evolve into a thriving business, and seeing her grow as a human and an entrepreneur and a business person. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to the exceptional Ruby Taylor, who is joining us to talk a little bit about her experience on the Mentor Makers platform. Side note, she's also in our Milestone circle, so you'll see her again in a little bit. But we love Ruby, and I'm so excited to hear from her right now.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Brooke, for that warm intro, and I will be sending you a wonderful Cash App for those great remarks. All right. Like she said, my name is Ruby Taylor. I am the founder of Financial Joy School, and we are on a mission to close the racial wealth gap by helping Black and Brown families build generational wealth through long-term investing. Yes, and I am a stutterer, so I do stutter. So if you hear the word breathe, give me a little bit of time, and I will try to make it as fast as possible. I am also a traumatic brain injury survivor. Why do I say all of that information? Because no matter what your disability and or advantages may be, you can still thrive. And one way that I've been able to thrive as a entrepreneur is with the Mentor Makers. The program is absolutely phenomenal. Why? Because you get to meet so many dynamic people. I have used a lot of mentors on that platform, but two are my favorite favorites, and that is Brooke and like Selena. Those two have really helped me grow and learn as a startup. And one of the amazing things about the program is when I get stuck, I go to them and they help me get unstuck. I first started out just as a card deck company, and now I am a financial media company who does card decks. And it was all because of my relationship with Brooke. The amazing thing about Brooke is she will open up her connections, right? She will introduce you to like so many amazing people, which just made me push even further because of her belief in me and and my vision. And like I've had mentors who would have helped me with like sponsorships, how to like get them. I've had mentors help me make like connections with like community members. And it's not that they basically do the work, but what they do is give you the tools to help you do the work. I like to think of it as they just shorten your learning curve, and increase your social capital. And so use them as much as possible, because it will help you grow as a business woman and or man, and help you as a person. So that's all I have to say. And if you have a question, hey, let me know.
I love you, Ruby. Thank you. I love our relationship, and it's been so just really incredible. And one of the cool things is that I get to continue to be a part of this and get to continue to speak with you. And it's just so fantastic. And I want all the rubies. Give me all the rubies, and I will continue to have this conversation. I know that Isis has a ton of questions for us, and I'm going to go as quickly through them because I want to make sure that Cami has as much time as possible to talk about.
Yeah, perfect. So before we shift gears into milestone circles, we're going to get to a few of those questions that you dropped in that Q&A box. So I'm just going to kick off from the top here. You have a question from Edith Brooke. It says, if you're matched with a mentor that is not available to book a session with, will we receive an alert when the mentor starts accepting bookings again?
Yes. So when you, as long as you click that follow button, so go in and make sure you click follow, and you'll get notified when they open them up, but it will nudge them and say, hey, I'd love for you to open them up. Just as a note, with version 3, which is when that comes out, you'll be able to actually do a little bit more than that. Hopefully it'll give you a little bit of a stronger nudge there. So yes.
Awesome. Thanks, Brooke. And then another question from Carolyn. What is the timing of hearing back once submitting the form for finding a mentor?
It's usually quicker than that, but we say give us a week to 10 days. We have a lot of people logging in, and we make sure that that the mentees are active businesses. So we want to make sure that the experience is as beneficial to the mentor as it is to the mentee. So we do some quick work there.
Perfect. And then one more in the Q&A box here from Narissa. If you have a need/question that is geo-specific, can you filter mentors based on location?
I'm not 100% on filtering by geolocation or how specific it can be. I know that we have a language option there. Then you can also filter by keywords. The options we have to search right now, the topic areas are things like business development, business models, pricing. I'm just giving you a quick strategic partnerships. The superpowers are things like accounting, confidence, creativity, grit, leadership, et cetera. And then the industries are more things like agriculture, design and arts, healthcare, hospitality, real estate, et cetera. So we have a variety of topics there. I know that it is one of the things that we've talked about is being able to search by zip code. But because we're global, it's also something where zip code doesn't apply to everyone. So we're working through it. It's a goal. I will let you know if there's more information, there's more ability to do that with V3 as well.
Awesome. Perfect. So let's go ahead and shift gears here. If you do have any further questions, feel free to drop them in the Q&A box there, or go ahead and email us at hello@thecenter.nasdaq.org, and we can also answer those questions that way as well.
Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. So now we are going to shift over to our Milestone Circles program, which is built for U.S. women business owners. So if you'd like to drop off now, please feel free to drop off the call. But again, if you have additional questions, please feel free to email us at hello@thecenter. And then also, so without any further delay, I'm thrilled to introduce one of our special guests and my colleague who will share the ins and outs of Milestone Circles program and answer any questions you might have about this program. So again, drop your questions as she's going through her presentation. We'll get those answered for you. But again, without any further delay, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Cami Taylor.
Thank you, Isis, and hello, welcome again. My name is Cami Taylor, and I lead the Milestone Circles program here at the center. And before we dive into the details of the program, let's do a quick temperature check. We often hear women business owners express their need for time, resources, and support. So have you ever felt that you spend so much time working in your business that you don't have time to work on your business? Or maybe you know what you need to do to move your business forward, but how? Where do you begin? And then there are times where we hear women entrepreneurs say, I feel like I am alone in a silo, and my current network, friends, family, team, they don't understand my vision as an entrepreneur. And so let's take the next couple of minutes just for you. This is your moment to reimagine today and hone in to your vision. So let's do a visioning exercise. So I invite you to find a comfortable position, close your eyes, and take a few slow, deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And in each exhale, release all of the stressors weighing on you in this moment. And imagine you are gently placing them to the side. Continue to focus on your breathing. And in this moment of calm, imagine if time and resources were not a factor. There are absolutely no constraints, nothing holding you back. If you could spend the rest of today focusing in on one area of your business, what would you do? Once again, if you can spend the rest of today focusing all of your time and energy in one particular area of your business, what would you do? So let's sit here for a moment and take a couple more deep breaths. And when you are ready, open your eyes, holding on to your vision. And I'll give you a moment to jot down that area you identified, but please feel free to place it in the chat. Yeah, if I finished up my work from last week, social media, putting things in work for, yes, all of those. Thank you. So I'm going to share my screen and let's talk about the Milestone Circles program. So Milestone Circles is a 12-week program designed to help founders step away from the day-to-day pressures of being a business owner, focus on their biggest vision, and gain clarity on their business priority for the next quarter. We match participants in cohorts with women founders who complement each other's drive, challenge, and business stage. And then through a combination of facilitated coaching and peer learning, you will embark on an incredible journey to accomplishing your milestone. So what's a milestone? Well, here's the definition that we use here at the center. A milestone is an important goal you set for your business that takes time, tenacity, and creative thinking to attain. It is an achievement that signals your business is on its way to the next stage of growth, and that deserves a celebration. And so we will work with you at the center to help you align your business goals with your personal definition of success to unlock maximum impact and value for you as a leader and for your company. Our goal is to help you reconnect to your deeper why, your internal driver, and create a revitalized vision statement reflective of you, the founder of your company. We will provide strategies to help you develop a transformative 12-week milestone and then support you in achieving this milestone through accountability sessions, access to resources, topic experts, and mentors through the Mentor Makers platform. And then at the end of the program, you'll be able to celebrate your milestone accomplishments, gain a powerful new network of peer supporters, and share your commitment to pay this experience forward to other women entrepreneurs. And so this program, Milestone Circles, is all about community, connection, and collaboration, sharing support to your fellow circle members. We believe in the transformational power of peer learning and the critical need to provide women founders with a safe space to share their vulnerabilities and challenges. And in addition to the support of your circle, you will be connected with women in other circle cohorts and circle graduates, giving you access to a much greater network of diverse women founders from across the United States in all industries and business stages. And so this program begins, it kicks off with a 2-day onboarding where you'll receive hands-on facilitation and coaching using our Milestone Circles toolkit. We will help you dig deep to connect with your internal driver or your deeper why and vision as an entrepreneur. On day 2, we will workshop through setting a 12-week milestone that will address your critical business need. You will then return back to the circle for bi-weekly accountability meetings with peer and mentor support and share resources to support your bi-weekly goals toward the completion of your milestone. And then at the end of the 12 weeks is graduation, where we will celebrate and reflect on your program accomplishments. After graduation, you'll be invited to the alumni experience, where you will have an opportunity to participate in quarterly alumni events, an invitation to join the alumni circle, and also connect with our alumni committee for ongoing entrepreneurial support. So what's next? Well, to apply to the Milestone Circles program, visit our website at thecenter.nasdaq.org and look for Milestone Circles under the Offerings tab. And then for any additional questions that you may have, please feel free to reach out to us at circles@thecenter.nasdaq.org. Now, I'm going to invite Ruby back in a moment to discuss her Milestone Circles experience. Ruby was a graduate of Circle One. But first, let's hear from what other past Milestone Circle participants have to say about the program.
my name is Jacqueline Strauss, and I am the co-founder of a startup called Second Vault. I wanted to share a few of my sentiments in regards to my experience in Milestone Circles. I had the deep honor of being part of circle number 11. And I want to say that I came into this being a corporate mid-level executive with almost 20 years of experience. And I can say I have definitely gone through my share of corporate trainings, corporate development, leadership trainings, summits, a lot of developmental activities, both in my corporate role and now as the founder of a startup company. And I want to tell you that out of the hundreds and hundreds of different programs and books that I've invested my time in as far as personal development, there has been nothing like the Milestone Circle experience. And let me tell you why. Milestone Circles was truly about digging into me and focusing on me as a founder, and more importantly for me, a female founder of a startup company. It wasn't about necessarily the company's goals, right? But more about where and how do I want to personally develop. From our first meeting at Circle 11, there was the most unique icebreaker that allowed us to become our authentic selves almost immediately. It was my pleasure. I am forever grateful because my eyes were open to a different type of personal and professional development through Milestone Circles. Thank you.
All right. Well, now I am thrilled to welcome back Ruby to talk more about her experience with Milestone Circles, the milestone that she achieved, and then also more on her journey since becoming a Milestone Circles alumni. Hey, Ruby.
Hey, Cammie. All right, I am back. So my experience with the Milestone Circle has been simply amazing. Why? Because I have a group of amazing sisters who are there to support me throughout my journey, who I still keep in contact with today. One of them I have partnered with to help me with my business, and the major success was it made me focus in on my values, mission, and goals. Once you have that clarity, it will help direct you in the direction you need to go, instead of being like a dog chasing your tail, right? You need your values, you really need your mission, and then you have your milestone. So my milestone was to create a frenzy for Financial Joy School, which was to increase our email subscriber list. So at the beginning of the program, we had 4 people, and one of them was my mother. I'm only playing. It was probably one of my sisters. But at the end of the 12 weeks, it was close to 500 email subscribers. Today, I am close to 1,100 email subscribers with a open rate of 45%, which is high because the average is 20%. And so because I had my mission, my vision, and my goal, it has helped me grow my company and build relationships. This is a quick story that I'm going to try to make quick. Because of the Milestone Circles, I did a promotion for them with Wells Fargo, which helped them see me again, and that built another relationship which opened up an opportunity for me to give out 10,000 legacy card decks because of a $250,000 grant. And all of that happened because of the Milestone Circle opening up opportunities for me to shine and really understand my vision, my mission, and my goals. So I highly recommend the program. I'm not saying you will get 250,000, maybe you'll get 1 million, or maybe nothing. But what it is, it really opens up the possibility of pushing forward no matter what. And so if I was you, I would sign up today, and please spread the word about this amazing program for women business owners. And so, sorry for making it longer than I should, but I had to add that piece in.
It was perfect. Thank you, Ruby. I'm now going to pass it back to Isis for Q&A.
Awesome. Ruby, we love it. We love hearing you on the screen. So take up all the time that you need. So just going to go through Q&A here. We have a couple questions in the chat. If you do have questions for Cami or Ruby, drop those in the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen. I'll go ahead and kick off here. One from Toby Morgan. When are we notified that we're in the circle after we apply?
Sure. So you will receive an email that asks you for your cohort preferences. If you have not, and then once you do those preferences, then you will be sent an email within a couple of weeks to be accepted inside of the circle. I will say that we just wrapped up year one, 44 circles, over 500 women entrepreneurs served, 540 to be exact, women entrepreneurs served. So we are transitioning into our next phase, our summer circles. And so if you have applied in the last couple of months or so, or the last month or so, you will be receiving notification soon, but go ahead and apply. We are going through and matching circles in the next couple of weeks.
Awesome. Thanks, Cami. Another question here from Shelly. What if there are two partners? Can they both participate?
Yeah, so if you are a co-founder, you can definitely participate. We have just a couple of pointers to share with you. For instance, we encourage you to create your own milestone and to also create your own why and vision statement, because you all are both unique assets to your company. And so we just want to make sure Milestone Circles is not just about the company, it's about the entrepreneur growing. And so that you are able to grow yourself as your company continues to grow.
Perfect. And these are actually a few questions that came into the registration. Are all milestones a reflection of each organization's professional growth?
Yes, so milestones are unique. And so when we go through that first 2 days of onboarding, it's a process to the point of on day 2 in getting you to zero in and narrow down on that milestone that you want to focus in. So it's a very unique process that's individual to that founder.
Perfect. Another question here. What stages of businesses does this program support?
We support all stages of businesses. We early, mid, all stages. So we encourage you to become a part of the Milestone Circles community. All you need to be is a woman identifying US-based business.
Perfect. Another question, and this one will be fun to answer. Alicia is looking for the cost of this program.
Oh, cost. We at the center have a pay it forward approach. And so although the program is completely free, by the end of the program, we will ask you, what is your commitment to pay this experience forward to other women entrepreneurs? So whether you come back and you mentor with the center or mentor with as a cornerstone mentor or just a mentor with the Milestone Circles program, or maybe you even pay it forward with your business or within your community. But that commitment is key to ensuring that all women entrepreneurs have the support that they need to move it forward.
Awesome. We have another question here, a little bit more about timeline of when the program starts.
So when the program starts,
Yeah, so it says, how can this program help me get the resources I need for my business? When does it start? So I think maybe focusing on when the next circle is going to launch.
the next circles will launch in June. Go ahead and apply, and then we will start sending out correspondences of what to expect and when your circle will start. So circles are rolling over the next year. And so although the next circle starts inside of the summertime, we will continue to add new circles, or new circles will begin onboarding toward the rest of this year and early next year.
Perfect. And then one more question, Cammie, to kind of round us out the Q&A. How does one come up with their milestone during the program?
So again, it's a process that's individual to that founder. So we start and take a step back and trust, so you can identify what are your what's keeping you up at night. A little bit kind of like what we talked about earlier today. And so it's a process to where you're able to sit with yourself, those 6 hours of onboarding, so that you can really hone into what it is where you need to focus your attention. And then we have some tips that we provide you that's going to help you develop that milestone. And you're not going to do it by yourself. Not only will you have the facilitators, but the women in the circle, your circle sisters, as Ruby has shared, that they call each other. And it will be there to support you. And so you are not in it alone. We are here to support you. No, don't even worry about it. Just come to the circle and we are here for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cammie, again, for that great overview of Milestone Circles. And a huge thank you to Ruby. We're so grateful to have you a part of the center's community. We love having you be here with us today. Awesome. And so for those of you who are still on the call, we really hope you take advantage of these free resources designed for you. Join our Mentor Makers platform to find or become a mentor today. And again, for US-based women business owners, take the next step by applying for the Milestone Circles program. In case we didn't get to your questions today, please feel free to use the email and link in the chat, the hello at the center. And then also Cody will be sharing additional links again to where to find or become a mentor, and then also where to apply for the Milestone Circles. Once again, thank you, Brooke, Cammie, and Ruby so much for taking the time to speak to our community, share your insights, and set such a great overview for two of our fantastic programs at the center. On behalf of the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center, thank you and everyone in attendance for joining us. We are so excited to have you all here with us, and we really hope you take advantage of these resources. Please join us for a few upcoming webinars. Cody, again, will be dropping that link in the chat. We look forward to welcoming you all back online with us soon. Thanks, everyone.